Gotta give the man his flowers one more time for his spin on the get woke, go broke axiom. Razorfist one more time saying that it is get broke, go woke, and then eventually CROAK. And I think he's right in this situation as well. I think that extrapolation on the concept ends up working more for individuals, because I think I made mention of that with the Howard Stern situation. And this is also another one of those things where it's like, oh, it totally makes sense that this is what's going on. So singer and liberal activist Maren Morris. I'll be completely honest, okay? And this is why I think that this interpretation ends up fitting. I have no idea who this chick is. Announces that she's leaving country music because of Donald Trump. Okay, if you're a struggling artist and you're just failing to find your niche, failing to find your foothold due to, I don't know, a lack of talent, lack of support, who knows, man? Like, what's the one thing that you can do? Just go ahead and go to that wellspring of Trump derangement syndrome, and especially ends up ringing true with country music because, okay, you're surrounded by all of these inbred hillbillies. All I wanted to do was just simply sing my steel guitar, simpin' ass love songs, and I am just being constantly inundated with conservative talking points, all of this homophobia, all of this bigotry. I just can't stand it anymore. So, by thinking that you can go ahead and adopt this shit, you can go ahead and you can get woke after years and years of struggling, being broke, and adopt a brand new fan base that'll just go ahead and lap up anything because we know the quality of artists that are over there that are just fervently political, before you eventually realize that, oh, they are not sympathetic at all. They just simply want activists at all time. The art comes a distant second, if not third. And then before you know it, she's going to end up being a barista, changing in her record contract for a punch card at Starbucks. Because, okay, Morris says she is leaving country music because her country audience just wants to own the libs. I've never heard, and frankly, you know what? I am out of the country music loop, but I've never heard her referenced before in my life until this moment. After the Trump years, people's biases were on full display. Okay, yeah, whatever, bro. It just revealed who people really were, and they were proud to be misogynistic and racist and homophobic and transphobic. She said, well, speaking about the popularity of Try That in a Small Town, Morris said, oh yeah, a song that she could never end up hoping to replicate on the level of success. It's not out of a true joy or love of music. It's to own the libs. And that's so not what music is intended for. Oh, really? You're going to go ahead and educate us on a millennia's old practice. Music is about conveying information. It's about telling a story in a rhythmic manner. And if you wanted to go ahead and change the culture, and if you thought that, you know, what you were doing was important enough, you could go ahead and tell your story. But apparently, kind of a shitty artist. That's what I'm picking up here. Music is supposed to be the voice of the oppressed, the actual oppressed, and it's being used as this really toxic weapon in culture wars. Okay, good, bye. Nobody missed you. Like, she came out and made this statement in the middle of September, and everybody was like, oh, okay, who cares? Just another TDS-afflicted weirdo. And who the fuck is, I already forgot her name, Maren Morris? There, I had to refresh myself there for a second. I have no idea who the fuck she is, but don't worry, guys. She is being held up by all of the goofy-ass shit libs that were once a part of country music, like Lady Antebellum. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Lady A, who are one of the fucking dorks that came out during 2020, and, oh, we're sorry for being white, so we're gonna go ahead and change our name around the same time that they were getting rid of Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima. Lady Antebellum has roots in the Deep South and has something to do with slavery. Don't ask us or anything like that. You know, it was just a name that they stole from another country music act, and now they just gotta walk it back because they're fronted by, oh, look at that, a woke white woman. Shocker! But Lady A praises Maren Morris for following her heart and leaving country music. More power to her. Yet again, and congratulations on the most coverage that you've ever got in your ill-begotten life. Because normally, when you see coverage like this, it would be the blank hitmaker. But all I'm seeing is Maren Morris is leaving country music, just letting you know that, oh yeah, the coverage from Colin Rugg at the beginning saying country music singer and a liberal activist. She's more of an activist. She was an infiltrator trying to get in there and then just realizing that, oh, country music fans, yeah, they just kind of like being left alone. They just kind kind of like their music to be about a certain thing. And if you're going to come in here and try to force politics, they're just going to tell you to fucking, kick rocks. Morris announced her exit from the genre earlier this month, noting that she felt very, very distant from the industry and politics. No, she's a little bit more colorful than that. She looks like sad Selena Gomez that somebody ordered from Wish. Terrible. Maren Morris has Lady A's support on her decision to part ways with the country music. Oh my God. You can judge somebody... You can judge somebody's character based on the company that they keep, and don't want to jump to conclusions. After the My Church singer-songwriter, who announced her exit from the genre earlier this month. Oh, My Church. Is that kind of like My Truth? I listen to My God, not God. Okay, cool. The members of Lady A voiced their reaction towards the move in the new interview with Billboard. I think that at the end of the day, you've got to listen to your heart, said vocalist and guitar player Charles Kelly. If this is what her heart is saying, then more power to her. Added all three members of Lady A himself, lead singer Hillary Scott and multi-instrumentalist Dave Haywood. I love her music, noting that he understands country music may not feel like it where she is right now, so she's going to go ahead and try to do that Taylor Swift pivot and become a pop superstar. Good luck to you. I'm always going to be a fan of her music wherever it's played. Does anybody know her music? It's apparently a My Church song. Fantastic. It stands out from the crowd. If you're making great music, you're making great music. Yeah, and you don't have to rely on gimmicks in order to get your name out there. Okay, Morris revealed her choice to leave country music genre with the Los Angeles Times. Fantastic. She opened up to the outlet about the challenges of advocating for progress in the country music industry. Yeah, it's because music, it's about telling stories. It's not about advocacy, and being outspoken about her progressive beliefs, which includes supporting, yes, gay causes, guilty white people riding for equity, and critiquing people like Jason Aldean's wife. Oh yeah, okay, so taking pot shots at people vastly more popular than she is for making transphobic comments. Well, fantastic. I mean, if this is the type of support that you were advocating for, you made yourself a very good decision. Gay country star cancels show amid anti-gay protests. Oh my God. Kelsey Ballerini and Maren Morris voice support. So now because she probably didn't have any more prospects about recording anything worthwhile, now she can go and be a gay icon for the music industry. Fantastic. That's a hell of a pivot that you're making. Country stars? No. You put Maren Morris in there. She's not a country star. She left that. Kelsey Ballerini. Who's that? Brandy Clark. Yo, man. Like right around the ascension of Rascal Flatts was when I pieced out of, paying attention to anything in the country music genre, mostly through Gritted Teeth growing up, but I've never heard of any three of those people. And I'm doing a video on one of them. What are we doing? And more have rallied around gay musician Adam Mack after he canceled an upcoming show in Kentucky Festival. What? After local board members allegedly expressed concern over his sexuality. Look at how many weasel words are in there. He canceled an upcoming show, probably because nobody was buying tickets in Kentucky. Okay. After a local board member allegedly, didn't even hear it firsthand, but somebody might have said something bad. So, oh my God, to cover up terrible ticket sales, I just gotta cancel this because there's so much hate that's coming. She explained to me that there were some board members and some people in town who had questions about what kind of a performance I would be putting on at the tobacco festival. I wanted to ensure that I would not be promoting homosexuality or sexuality in a family-friendly environment. Wow, imagine that. Keep sexuality and politics out of your performance because that's not really what your music's about. I would imagine so, because it would be a weird booking if this guy was just talking about child gender reaffirming surgeries and you just book them for, a family-friendly festival that you'd be concerned about. It'd be a little bit strange, but okay. I don't know what they expected I was going to do other than just come out and put on a hell of a show like we do. It was made made me aware to me that there were people in the town that were very upset that they would have a gay person headline the festival. No, they were just asking, are you going to go out there and you're just going to make this a big political rally? Oh my God, I'm under attack because I'm gay. strange. I don't think anybody, ugh, God. Mac added that he supports local rights to not listen to his music, not come to the show, but said he was disturbed that others would make comments about him online and hold protests, right? You're not allowed to criticize me. You can go ahead and say whatever you want as long as it's peaceful and I'm not personally affected by that. I just want to go out there and put my stuff out there, and if you don't like it, just don't listen. God damn it, don't criticize me. It's just so disheartening that I went back and forth all night long. I'm sure you did. While biting the pillow, I was just able to whisper sweet nothings. My partner thought that it would be very inappropriate if we went down there and played for all of those bigots. It also feels like that if I don't do the show, I'm caving to letting those people win. Which also, if you know me, is not something I like to do. And then he proceeded to go and cancel the show. Several industry heavyweights, including Morris, Ballerini, and Clark, who... You are so loved. I'm so sorry this happened, but glad you're sharing it. You don't even know if it happened. We just heard some people were asking how gay my show was going to be, and I decided to cancel it. So that's the type of people that you're throwing your hat into the ring with. Fantastic. Ballerini also pushed back against the anti-gay sentiment. What sentiment are we talking about here? Are you going to be whipping out your dick in front of kids? Because we don't want that. Oh, okay, cool. This is anti-gay. Strange thing to say, but all right. This is heartbreaking and so disappointing. I'm really sorry that you've got your Arby at these comments. RuPaul's Drag Race icon. Okay, Ginger Minge. Are you fucking kidding me? Also responded, calling the situation ridiculous. I agree. Listening to and then seeking the counsel of a fucking mentally deranged drag queen is kind of fucking ridiculous. Ginger Minge. You're named after a redhead's box in Britain. Like, what the fuck are you doing? These are not serious people trying to get attention for the least impressive thing possible. Nobody's heard about you after years of struggling. Fuck it. Just go ahead and throw it all up in smoke in the name of bowing to the altar of woke. I can't wait for somebody to just comb through your history. And then you get canceled by that same side, hoping that, oh my God, country music. Normally you guys stick by your artist, but guess what? You publicly left, so guess what? I get to fucking deal with it. Sucks to suck, I guess. So with all that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.